Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris, and as I indicated when we ended the last segment, that I would be talking with Leah Turner of Turner Construction Company. Leah is no relation to the Turner Construction Company, but we are certainly delighted to have her as our guest today, and she will be speaking on behalf of Turner Construction and explaining a lot of what they do. If you will recall, in the last segment, we talked about the city of Oakland and its refusal, essentially, to do business with African American contractors. So hopefully, during this segment, we will be able to enlighten you about at least one company, a major construction company, who seems to be more inclined to do business with African American contractors. So, Leah, welcome to All About Community.
Thank you so much, Bob. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you.
Now let's chat for a moment about your background. You grew up around here somewhere, is that right?
I am an Oakland girl, born and raised in East Oakland in the 20s,
Yeah. All right.
over by Highland Hospital.
All right.
And both my parents, born and raised from Oakland. Mom went to Tech, Dad went to Oakland High. So,
Tech?
you know, they had a whole
What
rivalry
year
going
was
on.
your mom? What year was your mom at
Offline,
Oakland Tech?
Bob. Well, offline. We'll get on that offline.
When was
But
your mom at Oakland Tech?
she was there in the early 70s.
I graduated from Oakland Tech
Oh, shoot.
in 1961. Oakland Tech, go Bulldogs!
Yes, she is a bulldog through and through.
All right.
Pom pom girl, all of the things.
All right.
Yes.
Good.
So deep Oakland roots, and just our families have been very involved in the community my entire life. It's ingrained in me. So
Is that right?
Oakland girl.
So what did you do after high school?
After high school, went to USC for college and earned a civil engineering degree, bachelor's degree.
You have a
I have a
degree?
civil engineering
So
degree.
does my brother, my
What?
baby brother, civil engineer. I mean, he's got some civil engineer from Stanford University.
What? Okay, we have a lot to talk about offline, Bob. We have to
All
we have to dig a little deeper.
All right, civil engineering. That's
Yes.
most impressive. You don't see that many African American sisters who are in civil
Absolutely.
engineering.
Absolutely. And it's all about the pipeline. All
Right.
about the pipeline, getting them early interested in STEM, but that
Now-
may be a different conversation for another day.
Indeed. Now, what is your employment background? When you graduated, you didn't go directly to Turner, did you?
I did. I actually interned with Turner every
cool.
summer while I was in college.
Is that
I
right?
did. I knew I wanted to go the construction management route and had an inroads to Turner Construction and actually started interning the summer after my high school senior year. So I've been at Turner a long time.
All right. Now, again, it's ironic that your last name is Turner, and we're talking about Turner Construction Company,
Yes.
which is an international company.
Correct.
How long has it been in business?
Turner has been around for over 100 years.
100
Over
years.
100 years. We started out doing concrete. That's how this company started, and rebar, and it has grown leaps and bounds to an international corporation with people and projects all over the world.
And what are some of the major construction
my.
projects it is
Oh my.
completed? Just a couple.
Yeah, we did the Burj Khalifa in Dubai.
I've
We
been to
did.
Dubai. I saw it.
Good. That was us.
All right.
That was us. And one that I'm very proud of, the Martin Luther King Memorial in DC. We did that
Oh,
one.
you did that one
We
too?
did that one.
Oh, now that is a unique.
It's beautiful.
Ooh,
It is
wow.
beautiful. It's one of my favorite places in DC.
Yeah, mine
And
too.
very proud to have. I wish I could have worked on that project, but I'm very proud that Turner was a part of that project.
And I hope that those radical people who are disrupting and disparaging and doing all this stuff in Washington, D.C. will not touch that building. Matter of fact, they should be put in jail immediately
Yeah.
if they even come close to that building.
Agreed. You know, we don't even have to go there, but it's a beautiful monument, a beautiful testament to everything that Martin Luther King was for this country and this world, and it's one of my favorites that we've done.
Now, I understand that the company does about $12 billion in construction projects, has over 10,000 employees. What is the Turner vision? I know it's got a vision out there.
It absolutely does, and it's pretty simple. 3 core values: teamwork, integrity, and commitment. And that's what drives us. That's what drives every decision. That drives every client we engage with, who we hire, who we retain, and it's one that definitely drew me to the company because those are 3 things that were definitely ingrained in me as a young person growing up with my family.
And that's so important. What was it again?
Integrity, teamwork, and commitment.
And commitment. Integrity, teamwork, and commitment.
Yes.
Those are 3 powerful ingredients.
Absolutely.
We're going to have to go to break. I'm sorry, but we do have people who want to put in some commercial.
Absolutely.
But when we come back, we're going to talk about a concept called Turner University.
All right.
Don't touch that remote. We will be right back with All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris, and I am your host.
Positive Links Day program is a community center that provides disability awareness to remove some of the stigmas associated with the disabled population. We are located at 675 Hagenberger Road, Suite 255 in Oakland, California. Our mission is to be a voice for those that don't have a voice. We are recruiting community volunteers for training to assist us to develop and provide awareness for the treatment available for the disabled community. If you would like to volunteer, you can reach us at 510-878-9779.
Hi, we're Minuteman Press Oakland in downtown Oakland at 2406 Webster. We're your local printer. We help your business grow. We provide flyers, business cards, direct mail, any product that you need to promote your business, we have it. And remember, at Minuteman Press, no job is too small and no job is too big. Come by, stop at our shop at 24th and Webster, right behind the YMCA in downtown Oakland.
Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris, and I am your host. When we went to break, I was talking with Leah Turner. No connection, that is no relationship in terms of blood relation to Turner Construction Company. But Leah Turner is really an outstanding young person who happens to be a civil engineer. That is awesome. Now, Leah, what is Turner University? Turner University.
So Turner University is an internal portal, conglomerate, really, of information, resources, training that our employees have access to learn about anything. And what I love right now is that it is a huge, very robust resource for anti-racism information. I mean, I've been sharing this info with my colleagues, but I'm amazed at what's there. And it's not just anti-Black information. It's everything. Indigenous people, information on women's rights, information on our LGBTQ community. It's everything, and it's so robust. So definitely just a breadth of information for our employees.
How's it structured?
It is structured by categories. So you can look at something as simple as a web training for scheduling, or there's information that's instructor led, and now it's virtual, but you can have literally a group of people tuned in to an instructor giving you information as if you were in a normal training course. So
Now, before the pandemic, was it a place you had to go to, or was it virtual then?
it was a myriad of things. So there was instructor-led courses where you could go and be in person and network with other people across the company. And then there were just pieces of information, PDFs, as simple as that, where you could just find that information as well. So a wide range of types of training, types of information.
So if a contractor who's interested in learning more about his or her business, they could enroll in, assuming they were accepted into Turner University?
So if a contractor is interested about growing their business, they would enroll in our Turner School of Construction Management. So there's the difference. So Turner University is for our internal staff. The Turner School of Construction Management is our external piece of that we.
So that's the part
That's
we would
the
be
part.
interested.
Absolutely.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the Turner.
Okay. So
construction.
that's been around for almost 20 years, and it's always been offered specifically to UBEs, so minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, disadvantaged businesses. It's always been a part of the criteria for that course, and it's open to any person or company that's a part of the AEC industry, architecture, engineering, construction industry. And we've been offering it in the spring and fall for almost 20 years. And it is a corporate program that we do across the country.
And you are doing, if I recall, and I recall correctly, because I have been involved in it,
Yeah.
you're doing a major project, well, in terms of maybe not major, but a project for BART.
It's a big deal, Bob. It's a big deal.
And something unique about that, I believe that your company, Turner Construction, entered into a memorandum of understanding with the Oakland African American Chamber of Commerce and the San Francisco Black Chamber of Commerce, in terms of saying that they would commit to, I believe it's 10%?
Yes. 10% of contracts to African American owned firms.
Now, I just finished talking with Dr. Eleanor Ramsey about the city of Oakland. They do less than 2% with African Americans, which is outrageous.
It's a problem. And what just concerns me about it is that for some projects, for some companies, there has to be some external requirement or external bond measure or law that requires people to seek out African American owned firms or firms that are underutilized. And it shouldn't be that way. This should just be par for the course. We shouldn't have to set a goal in order to engage these businesses and provide these businesses with opportunity. I mean, we were definitely making plans to, internally as Turner Construction, making plans to establish goals and commitments anyway. And I'm happy to say that right now, we've engaged in that commitment with the chambers. We set a commitment for 10%. We've already exceeded that commitment. We set a commitment for 18% minority-owned business participation.
Well, we're going to have to go to break, but I'm going to come back and ask you some questions about that commitment and how it's working out.
Fabulous.
Don't touch that remote. Put it down. We will be right back with All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris, and I'm speaking with Leah Turner.
Hi, I'm Kathy Adams, president of the Oakland African American Chamber of Commerce. African American owned businesses in Oakland, California collectively are an essential pillar of the overall business community, providing jobs and vital resources in a variety of consumer and professional services. OAACC is committed to our members who keep our city going with business tax revenue and household income they provide to families. The impact of COVID-19 health pandemic has created a vulnerable environment that has drastically affected many of our businesses. Therefore, OAACC Foundation created the COVID-19 Resiliency Relief Program to provide grants for our Black-owned businesses that are unable to qualify for federal funds. We are committed to raising $1 million to provide the funding of these grants. Visit oaacc.org. Donate now. Please do not let our Black-owned businesses close. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris and I am your host. When we went to break, we were talking with Leah Turner of Turner Construction Company. Again, no blood relation there, but clearly she's an outstanding part of that particular company. We were talking about the BART project right here in Oakland and the commitment that Turner Construction Company has made with the Oakland African American Chamber of Commerce and the San Francisco Black Chamber of Commerce to do at least 10% of its business on that particular project with African Americans. And Leah, you were talking about some of the reasons why that happened.
Yes. So Turner had decided to make certain commitments ahead of any engagement with BART. When we received that RFP, we saw an opportunity and we were happy to have a discussion with the chambers and make a commitment, one that we have currently exceeded, which I'm ecstatic about.
When you say exceeded, what do you mean?
That means that we have formally awarded and contracted with more than 10% of the overall volume of the project to African American owned firms.
Now, these are not just minority firms, these are
African American owned.
In other words,
firms.
these are black people.
Exactly, these are black
So
people.
Turner is doing business
Yes.
as it agreed with black folks.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
not playing these games that the city of Oakland and others are playing, right?
I mean, in our core values, we take commitment very seriously. When we make a commitment, we stand by that and we will fulfill it. And we made other commitments internally to contract 18% of the volume with minority-owned businesses, 9% of the volume with women-owned businesses. And BART itself has a goal of 32% participation for small businesses. So we recognize, there aren't a whole lot of projects of this size going in Oakland, especially public projects. And we had an opportunity to really engage the community in something that was for them. I mean, I'm an avid BART writer. BART's for me. So, this is an opportunity for everyone to have a piece of that.
Well, BART's for me too, but not during the pandemic.
Not during the pandemic.
As soon as it's over, I'm going to be right back on BART again. Now, I know that the BART project is well underway and probably be over soon, but are there other projects that Turner may be involved in where African Americans can hopefully reap the same benefits?
Yes. So at this point, Turner in the Bay Area has made a commitment to 10% utilization across the board for any project.
So no matter whether it's BART project or not. Huh?
We want to take this momentum from BART and all of the wonderful companies that we engaged with, that we met with, and include them in our database so that whenever there is a project, it isn't a question of, well, what's the owner's requirement? What's our requirement? What do we want to do? How do we provide this opportunity to people who've been underutilized, not underrepresented, not disadvantaged, but just underutilized because we haven't made that connection?
And one of the things that have struck me is the insurance requirement, and I in the last segment, I was speaking with Eleanor Ramsey, Dr. Ramsey, who had done a disparities study for the city of Oakland. And she pointed out to me that the prime contractor is bonded, and actually there is no need for any further bonding. And I said, well, why does the city of Oakland then require that? and of course, she explained it. It was essentially just to eliminate black contractors. But I understand that your firm has a policy that if you are a subcontractor, you don't need to have that insurance. Is that correct?
That is true. We have a program, an insurance program in place, subcontractor default insurance, and it's a Turner product. So it allows us to provide access to subcontractors who may not have the bonding capacity that a client may require. It allows Turner to cover that risk, and Turner has other insurance products through our affiliate, our parent company, Hochtief, that allows us to really take on a whole lot of that risk. I mean, we're very big, so our ability to be able to absorb that risk is a lot greater. So that we found has really provided access. It's provided opportunity.
Access and opportunity.
Yes.
But too frequently, people will use the insurance bonding quote requirement in order to eliminate, especially African Americans, knowing that it is very costly and they have problems getting such insurance. But Turner has been very progressive and said, you don't need it, we waiver it. When we evaluate you, we determine whether or not you are qualified, and that's all that matters. We're gonna have to take a break. We'll be right back. Put the remote down, just put it down. We will be right back with All About Community.
Sinkler Miller Medical Association, founded in 1968 by Dr. William Sinkler and Dr. Rudolph Miller. The organization was formed to improve the health care of African American and other minority people in the Bay Area. Sinkler Miller Medical Association offers annual scholarships to high school, nursing, and medical students who are African American. Presently, Sinkler Miller Medical Association has over 160 members. Sinkler Miller maintains its commitment towards the betterment of the field of health, education, and welfare. For more information about Sinkler Miller and scholarships, contact Sinkler Miller today at 510-863-4560 or visit our website at www.sinklermiller.org.
Hello and welcome back to All About Community. When we went to break, again, I was speaking with Leah Turner. Leah's with Turner Construction Company, and I say it again, they're not blood related, but she is a powerful person who is making a difference in that particular company. Leah, let's sort of change subjects for a moment because there's so much I would like to get in, but can't. Sustainability. Turner Construction Company has been engaged, I believe, for the last 15 years or so in what they call green building. What's a green building? Everyone I see is a different color.
It's really just an approach. It's an approach. It is another commitment to trying to build the next buildings, our spaces, with a conscience. With a focus around not creating waste. And we do that in lots of different ways. We've been honored to be named one of the top green builders for quite some time now, but it's really just an approach.
It goes to the whole notion of sustainability.
Correct.
And which is something that I guess many of the companies in recent years have been focusing on. What is Turner's commitment to community service? Do you have a commitment to community service?
Absolutely.
And tell us about that.
Absolutely. I have been really fortunate at Turner, especially in the Bay Area, to be involved in so many different initiatives, to lead them, to participate in them. And Turner's commitment to the community is quite robust as well. I mean, we've been participating in anything, any and everything health related. One fabulous thing that's happening now is on our projects, we're working with Kaiser Permanente, and we are establishing a wellness program for our trade partners in conjunction with them. So in everything we do, we're focused on the whole person. We're focused on where we live and work. And especially after the George Floyd murder, we took a look at ourselves and said, we're right here in downtown Oakland, right in the Frank Ogawa Plaza. How are we being good neighbors to our community? And we really focused on providing our services to them.
And do you have a website? Well, that's a stupid question. Of course you have a website. Could
Absolutely.
you give the web address so that people who may be interested in Turner or finding out how they can do business with Turner and all that stuff?
Absolutely. You can visit us at turnerconstruction.com. And if you're interested in our Turner School of Construction Management, you can visit us at tscmnorcal.com.
Okay, well, very, very good. Now, what is Turner's, when I say what is, I think I've run out of time. Matter of fact, I just didn't signal. I was about to ask you another question on that. But again, it has been truly a real pleasure having you here on All About Community. And the purpose of All About Community is to enlighten the whole community as to various things that may be going on. And one of the things that we are concerned about is corporations that do business in our communities and then don't hire black folks.
Yeah.
Or do business with black folks. So we want to make certain that that happens, and it appears that there is a real commitment on the part of Turner Construction to really make a difference in the lives of the African American community, and also to be a neighbor of choice.
Yes.
And we appreciate that very much. Thank you for joining us on All About Community. Again, my guest for this segment has been Leah Turner of Turner Construction Company, no blood relation, but it's a huge international company. Remember this, no matter what you do, when you do it, or how you do it, in the final analysis, is still going to be all about community. Thank you for joining us. My name is Robert L. Harris, and I am your host.